right, you guys. So Martell Holt has been on a roll on his Instagram stories, and he has flat out denied ever punching Melody. But we all know Melody said on her TikTok live that she has the receipts and the written apology from him. So I don't know why he's wanting her to pull that out, because I know Mel will. But he has accused her of lying to get attention or to get back on the show. So he says in the stories, I never punched you. You continue to lie. If you need to get back on LMHA, just say that. Missing these checks while taking care of your married boyfriend slash security and his wife. And he shared this clip from Dr. Heavenly's page when she interviewed Melody and she asked her about whether or not Martell had ever, put his hands on her. So let's take a listen.
No, you don't have to answer it if you don't want to. Was Martell ever physically abusive?
No. I mean, me and Martell, I will say this, Martell and I had our moments like some people probably do, but I'm not one of those women who ever gonna just be, I personally am not one of those women who, I'm kind of let me see how I can say it. I'm kind of strong in the sense of I'm not one who would sit around and be abused physically.
So Mel says she's not one to sit around to be abused physically, but it also sounds like to me, she's saying, if you put your hands on me, I'm going to put my hands on you. Now, in regards to the fact that she said that, he had not put his hands on her, we know Mel has already confirmed that she was protecting him. And that's why she said in her live the other day that no more was she going to, cover up for him and protect him. So I feel like, what he's trying to do, all of this is just damage control. He's just trying to flip the script. And honestly, it's just not working for me. But he also shared in his stories, he put the person who has always been the abuser is no longer on. He put my show, capital letters. When did Love and Marriage Huntsville become his show? Somebody drop down in the comments and let me know.
How toxic it was in that house?
Hold on.
Oh, yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Stop.
That's why I beat your ass that time.
Stop.
Oh, no. Jesus Christ.
Sure
All right, so where was right?
So then next up in his stories, he shows the scene where Mel threw that glass at him at Nell and Chris Fletcher's home. And he wrote on this particular scene, he said, I don't care what a person says to you. Never put your hands on them nor cause them harm. Black people, stop supporting women abusing men. Stop supporting her business. It supports DV. Now, Martell is definitely trying to change the narrative. And this is what you call a classic case of deflection. This is when somebody feels cornered and they try to turn the tables and paint the other person as the problem. But I also wonder, did he do all that because he knew Mel would, she would probably talk about it, and he figured it would get, things going and people talking about him and her again because she's not on the show. Here's another reason to strum up conversation on social media and possibly attract viewers. I don't know. Let me know what you guys are thinking in the comments below. And then he also shared this. I am not about to read all of this. It looks like it comes from one of the private Facebook groups where they're talking about carlosking, thinking that it was funny and okay for Mel to throw a glass at Martell. Whoever posted this at the bottom, it says, the abuser is no longer on the show. She been using Martell Holt to promote her business through lies of abuse and DV. They said, it's sad, everyone. Y'all thought she was the victim. All right, so here's the truth, Martell. You can't be the villain and the victim. You don't get to tear somebody down, harass them, drag them through court, gaslight them in public, put lies out about them, and then cry foul when people don't have sympathy for you. We have seen the patterns over the years. We've seen the lies, and we have also seen the consequences. So no, Martell Holt is not the victim in this story. As far as I'm concerned, he is the example. This is the example of what happens when a man loses control and tries to reclaim it through intimidation, this harassment that we just recently seen, and also manipulation, because we know Mel said that he was texting her after all of this happened, saying we need to forget about everything that has happened between us. I think she said he emphasized everything and, let's just focus on the kids. But this was all after the foolery he did at the courthouse. Like, I'm going to be honest, if someone texts me saying all that after they just acted a plumb fool, I would be thinking, oh my gosh, this man is really crazy. So you just got to believe when somebody shows you who they are. Martell is exactly who he shows us who he is. And he keeps trying to make people think that he's the victim, but all the while he's leaving a trail of all of the offenses that he does. And as far as I'm concerned, it's a performance. This is what you call a performance. And I don't know about anybody else, but I'm not buying tickets to that performance, you guys. Drop down in the comments. Let me know your thoughts about everything he said in his stories today. Let me know what you think about him saying that Love and Marriage Huntsville is his show. And what are your thoughts about him trying to make himself as the victim? I always love to hear what you guys are thinking. Drop down in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. And before you head out, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and be sure to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update from What's Happening.